Greetings of the day from CA Dr. Rajkumar Adukia. Today, I'll be deliberating on a burning topic called data privacy. And Monday, the Joint Parliamentary Committee finalized the report, and perhaps a bill which is pending for last 2 years, Personal Data Protection Bill 2019, introduced on 11th December 2019, will be this report perhaps in the winter session, which is starting 29th November and which will be for about 3 weeks, 23rd December 2021. I'll be beginning, first, opportunity comes in the mind. And mind, as I have discussed in my other videos, is a wonderful software. It is an app given by a God in our hardware brain. And any app, unless we open the app, that app is useless, irrespective of the importance and wonderfulness in the app. So the word data privacy, and today I will also deal, how to master a subject, because, and whether chartered accountant has any scope in data privacy. First, chartered accountant has a scope in anything. When our client approaches, even for matrimonial matter of their children, they come to chartered accountant, I am planning to get my son or daughter engaged with this person, and can you tell us about the family? And so in everything, a chartered accountant has a rule. Now, to study from beginning, UNICITRAL is formed in 1966, a body of United Nations, and they are dealing on 11 subject matters where they are proposing a model law, because law can be made only by the jurisdiction that particular country to be enforceable in that country. So in 1996, they made a law on model law on electronic commerce. India is so proactive. We were 17th country in the world to come out a law on electronic commerce, which we call Information Technology Act 2000. Now, data privacy, today I'll be talking on data privacy. Data privacy is enshrined in our Constitution of India, Part 3, which are the fundamental rights, and Article 21, the article dealing with the fundamental right of life and liberty. And that fundamental right includes the privacy of my home, privacy of myself, privacy of my data, privacy of the way I think, the way I eat, the way I wear. So it is inherent, but as it happens, the first law in data privacy was made by Hesse state in Germany in 1970. So about 51 years back. Then came European Union. It's a body of 27 countries, and the population is 1/3 of our country. So about 400 million people. Now, so European Union came out with a directive on general data protection. And we were also very fast in our Information Technology Act. We made several amendments in 2008 Amendment Act. And at many places when I read, including our study material, we talk of Information Technology Act 2008. This is totally wrong. It is Information Technology Amendment Act 2008, which amends Information Technology Act 2000. And this act came effective from 27th October 2009. It's very easy to remember. 2 plus 7 is 9. October is 10. And in 2009, it is 11. So 9, 10, 11. So for Article Section 43A brought into force rules, 8 rules. And those rules are Reasonable Security Practices and Procedures, RSPP, and Sensitive Data, Personal Data or Information Rules 2011 from 13th April 2011. Very easy to remember. 1 plus 3, 4. April 4. And 2011, 2 plus 1 plus 1. Why I'm repeatedly saying in this video, after making so many videos, members are asking me, Mr. Adukia, how do you study so much? Mr. Adukia, how do you remember so much? How you acquire so many qualifications? So I want to demonstrate in this subject how we get an expertise. So this rule is there for last 10 years in our statute book. But each country is making a separate law on data protection. European Union came with a regulation. Directive is recommendatory, and regulation in the European Union framework is mandatory in 2018. So we also constituted a committee with Justice B.N. Sri Krishna chairing that, and that committee gave a report, gave a draft personal data protection bill, which was vetted by the ministry, and ministry came out, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MEITY, came out with a personal data protection bill 2019. Now, it has an immense scope because every enterprise will have a data of their customers, will have a data of the suppliers, and data of employees. So this bill, which is a very simple bill running into 14 chapters, 98 clauses, and 1 schedule. The schedule makes a modification. Section 43A is repealed, and under Section 87, there are power to make rules of the ministry. So those powers comes under the new proposed bill. Now, this is personal data. Personal data means it is a data of a natural person. As we know, the persons are divided into 2 categories. Natural person, each one of you and I, those who are living persons, and legal person, juridical persons. They are created by law, and their death also takes place by law, like liquidation. So companies, LLP, trust, cooperative societies, all these are known personal or legal persons or juridical persons. So government created another committee, Chris Gopalakrishnan, who gave a report in July 2020, last year, and revised in December 2020 on a similar matters dealing with known personal data. Now, under the bill, PDP bill, and known personal data protection report, there is a proposal to have an authority. There is a proposal to have a appellate tribunal, because authority is like a first body deciding the matter. Like in SEBI, we have a SEBI as a regulator, and we have Securities Appellate Tribunal as a appellate tribunal. Though in Companies Act, we have NCLT and then appellate tribunal. and appellate tribunal matters normally goes to Supreme Court. So we have the scope of data privacy audit, whether the compliance of PDP, non-PDP, and in respect of wherever GDPR is applicable, GDPR, then setting up a data privacy department. So what they should see. Then we have a consultancy in data privacy, the litigation, because one of the authorized representative will be a chartered accountant, though under the Information Technology Act 2000. Earlier we had Cyber Appellate Tribunal. Now from 2017, Cyber Appellate Tribunal is removed, and we have a Telecom Disputes and Settlement Tribunal. I would like to, this website, I am showing how the word cyber came. So cyber came from scientist Norbert Wiener using this word in 1940, cybernetics. So it means the study of mechanical and electronic systems. And I was trying to show you the TD-SAT and few other things. I had made Unicitral, what they do. And then there are 11 matters on which they deal. International commercial arbitration. I have made recently a video on mediation because there is a draft mediation bill. And so electronic commerce is one area. Then I was, the cyber security and cyber. So first time in 1970, it hardly took me 30 minutes to find out from the Google Master that the first data privacy bill was in 1970 by German state of Asia. And then the European Union, they had a 1995, there was a directive 95/46/EC. And this is the statistics about European Union is a political and economic union of 27 members and 447 million people. We are 1300 million, 1.3 billion. And this is TD-SAT, which deals currently with Information Technology Act appeals. Our suggestion is, if we study in advance, after the law is made, we say that this is not proper, that is not proper, this should have been done. I feel instead of having a separate law in the Information Technology Act itself, we can have a personal data protection and non-personal data protection provisions. And why this authority can be one authority for information technology, personal data protection, non-personal data protection, and one tribunal. Tribunals are quasi-judicial body, and therefore there are about 20 business laws where chartered accountant is eligible to appear. In the court, tribunal is not a court. In court, only an advocate can go. And therefore, income tax appellate tribunal, where we study in our legislation, in our study, the most complex law, tax laws, comma, full stop, so Income Tax Act, GST Act, so many notifications, so many directions. So studying other laws is very, very simple. Then on 24th August 2017, the 9-judge bench delivered a very beautiful judgment, very elaborate judgment in respect of Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India, where the 4 judges wrote this judgment: Justice Chandrachud, Justices Khair, R.K. Agarwal, and Abdul Nazir, and 5. So it was a unanimous verdict that data privacy is a fundamental right of an individual under Article 21. So friends, what I am trying to tell you, each of the subject, I have made a list of 107 professional opportunities. Another question which comes to me from small villages, Mr. Adukia, you are talking of data privacy. We are not in Bombay. We are not in Chennai or Delhi. We are in a small village, which may be a Usmanabad or Beed. I'm telling you, the digital space has made a world a single market, the whole globe. And COVID has taught us that there is no need. When I'm talking to you through this video, earlier, when I used to give a lecture, I used to spend 2 days, one day traveling, staying in the hotel, next day again commuting. So by use of social media, in every opportunity, we can prove ourselves as a global master and number one in the world. Sharing pure knowledge in social media is not violation of code of ethics. The 3 clauses in first schedule, clause 7, 5, 6, 7, the securing the work, soliciting the work, and advertising for the work, do not cover sharing of knowledge. I'm not saying ki give a client to me on data privacy. What I'm saying is, what is data privacy, how it is to be complied with, and what one need to do. So enjoy reading, enjoy growing. For me, the reading and study is like a movie. It is a drama for me. It is an entertainment game. So make a passion, it is to be entered in our mind ki this is a fun. If we tell our subconscious mind ki it is a fun, it becomes a fun. Please like, subscribe my YouTube channel. Do let me know on which topic we should have more video. Thank you. Have a great time.